Okay, we are going to do number 12 on page 520. So in order to show you this activity, I cut out two triangles that are congruent. They're exactly the same shape, same size. And I made one of them green and one of them white just so they would be easier to see on the video. But if you look at your page 520, there is triangle STR and triangle PQR. So my STR is right here, STR, and it's green. And PQR is right here, PQR, and it's white. So number 12 says, which transformations would position triangle STR on, meaning on top of, triangle PQR. So what they want us to do is end up with this triangle on top of this triangle, like this. Okay, and they want to know which transformations are going to help us do that. So there's three types of transformations. There's a slide, which is called a translation. There's a turn, which is called a rotation, and there's a flip, which is called a reflection. Okay, so we need to know which kinds of transformations will help us get the green triangle on top of the white triangle. All right, so let's start by trying a rotation. Okay, so a rotation is a turn. And when you talk about rotations, you talk about either clockwise or counterclockwise, meaning you're going to turn it in the direction of the hands on the clock, or you're going to turn it in the direction the other way, that the hands on the clock do not go. So we're going to try a rotation first. So I'm just going to pick up this and I'm going to rotate it and see if I can make it turn around so that it goes on top of the white one. And I can. So one of the transformations that worked was a turn or a rotation in a clockwise direction. In the next chapter, we're actually going to learn about how much we make the turn, whether it's a half turn or a quarter turn or a whole turn. In the next chapter, we'll learn about that. Okay, so that's one way we could do a rotation, a clockwise rotation, or we could do a couple of different kinds of flips or reflections. So one flip we could do is we could flip it horizontally up and then flip it vertically to the right. Okay, so that's one way we could do it. Or we could flip it vertically to the right and then flip it horizontally going up. And those would be two other ways that we could do the transformation. So which transformations would position triangle STR on top of PQR? You could either do a rotation or you could do a couple of reflections or flips.